live everywhere where I need to be live. I think we are good. I think we are great. Welcome everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. It is of course a watch-along. We are on country duty. A very, 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 very important match. Guys, hey, Nigeria has done things to us, man. Nigeria has done things to us. When we talk about the AFCON, where we could have made a final after how long? Who stopped us? Nigeria. When we talk about Banyana, who had a chance to go to the Olympics, who stopped us? Nigeria. They no agree for anybody. So this is a very important match. As you know, it's been 14 years since we had a World Cup moment. It's been 14 years since we qualified for a World Cup. And even during that 2010 run, when we make it to the World Cup, it was because we were hosting. First time it was in Africa. We were hosting. So now Bruce has to be on his, has to be focused and on his bike to try to get us there. And this South African team has done so well at the AFCON, for example, finishing third. So, guys, we need a World Cup. When we look at the starting lineups, Nigeria has nobody in goal. Ajay, Basi, Tanimo, Osei, Samuel, Dele Bashiru. They have Iwobi, Ndidi, Wilfred Ndidi, captain, Ihaneacho, Lukman, and Onuachu. What you'll realize about that starting lineup is that the big stars, your Osimhen, your Trusty Kongs, and those guys are not in this game. Very, very interesting choice by the goalkeeper, by the coach, apologies. But then also from South Africa's side, man, there's a lot happening here. Williams in goal, Mudau, you've got Ngezana Mvala, you've got Mudiba, you've got Mokwena, Stole, Tauzwani Mokwena, and Reyners. That is the starting lineup for Bafana Bafana. Guys. I want to go through this, and I'm going to start from the top. Reyners coming in. I don't know how I feel, because, you know, the striking role has been one that Bruce has rotated a lot. He's rotated a lot. We've had Lepasa there. We had Mahopa at the AFCON. Now Reyners is getting a chance. Now, obviously, everybody's complaining. Everybody was complaining that, no, how can a guy who was at the top of the scoring chart at some point throughout the season not here? Now he's starting. You've got Mokwena, which is, for me, a little bit of a surprise coming into a game of this magnitude. You know, you've got, obviously, Mokwena and Sitole. So you know how they do in terms of progressing the ball. And then you've got Ngezana and Mvala as your centre-back pairing. I don't want to be South African, guys. I don't want to be typical South African. But I'm not going to lie, I'm scared. This is an important match. And we know what Mvala tends to do during important matches. This is an important match. And we know Ngezana, man, when you are still here, hopefully, Steaua Bucharest, FCSB has changed him a little bit. But let's see. I am not too confident with that centre-back pairing. But we'll see how it works out. Guys, in the last 5 matches, Nigeria has won 3 games and lost 2. Their last time out was the 26th of March when they lost 2-0 to Ahly. South Africa, on the other hand, Bafana Bafana has drawn 2-1-1. Oh, drawn 2-1-1 and lost 2. Last game, Nkosiam. I saw them line up, and I was like, man, this Onuachu guy, the height, the difference in size between SA and Nigeria is scary. Anyway, as I was saying, the last game that we played was Algeria at 3-3. Tembazwani giving us a workshop. Scoring 2 incredible goals in that game, ending 3-3. So in the last 5 games that they've played against each other, Nigeria has 2 wins, 2 draws, and Bafana Bafana has 1 win in the last 5 games where Nigeria and South Africa met. Last one being the 1-1 draw that was won by Nigeria 4-3 on penalties in the AFCON to take them through to the final. Let me see. KK says we're winning this one, the Battle of Amapiano. Mara KK, how are you allowing them to take Amapiano, guys? How are you allowing them to take Amapiano? Agent says scenes when Lord Mvala gives you the same medicine he gives to Downs fans. I don't mind him, but the problem is the pairing of the two. I hope, guys, I hope deep inside my heart that Ungezana, doesn't come and pick up South African tendencies over here and relive his time when he wasn't the most reliable centre back that we had. Bafana Bafana 1v0. Is it going to be a 1-0 to Bafana Bafana? Okay, let's go, Black King. MK, welcome. Ethiopia says South Africans don't come again. Yeah, man. What's going on? I'm already fighting Ethiopia. Don't fight, guys. Okay, here we go. We all know Reynolds is very fast, right? He's very fast. But is he physical enough to play versus the Nigerian team? The Nigerian boys are very big guys. They're very physical. So having Elias Mokwena, having Reynolds, having Tau and Zwane up there in front means that we have to play with a little bit more... guile. We have to pass it a lot more. We have to open up by movement and running. We're not going to be doing what we were doing when we played them. Having, longish balls to Amahopa, who can hold up balls, who did that during AFCON. So it's a very interesting choice from Hugo Bruce. Also, an interesting thing about this game is going to be how Nigeria sets up under Finidi George. Right, as we know, Jose Pesero, who was the coach of Nigeria, left shortly after the AFCON, and Finidi George has come in now. So we're not too sure if he's going to change how Nigeria plays. We're actually not even too sure if he's going to change who gets chosen. Not having a Victor Osimhen here, not having a Trusty Kong, it's interesting. It's interesting. It is international times. Most leagues have closed. So you'd imagine that they would have gone with that team here. But maybe he's a transitioning guy who wants to change what the team looks like. Oh, wow. Elias, and Paul. Let me see if Mshishi controls the game. Bafana might win. Then going to collect again. Heaven. KK says, but Ngezan has improved since moving to Romania. Look, I don't know. I haven't watched enough of his games. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't watched any of his games. So I don't know what improvement he's made. It's just funny to see him and Mvala playing next to each other, especially knowing that Ungezana has not played for Bafana Bafana, if not in a while, but of recent memory, he has not been in Bafana Bafana. So it's very interesting to see guys who are on the bench, guys who have been some other guys who have been with the club a lot, with the country a lot, get to play, right? It's very interesting to see, especially in a World Cup qualifier. How is Percy going to play in this place? Is he going to be a number 10? Is Zwane going to drop back? Are they going to interchange in that role? Reynolds up front, what happens there? It's interesting, and hopefully we can get the win because, guys, I don't know about you guys, I want a World Cup. Going to a World Cup and having fun and representing. When we have to watch World Cups, we have to be fans of football. I'm tired. I really want the team to get into the 2026 World Cup that's going to be in America. Let me see what you guys are saying. Adrian, welcome. They injured. Okay, agent, that's fair. Where to watch the game? It is on SABC 1, guys. If you're in South Africa, SABC 1 is where it's going to be shown. My Nigerian brothers there in the comments, can you please just tell us where to watch it if you are in Nigeria? But in South Africa, you can watch it on SABC 1. It's being shown there. We need firstly in our attack, says Undabe. I wonder, because it's a fairly new thing. Reynolds hasn't had that many games with Bafana Bafana in terms of being the starter and the leader there. Foster is also not somebody who has a lot of games with Bafana Bafana. So I wonder, it's a new thing. Don't play out from the back with those two, please. Don't play out from the... Williams, I beg you. Let's see if Ngezana has improved. Okay, long ball. Mara, why would you play a long ball? Who's supposed to win that ball with those big defenders? Reynas, high ball. That is not in behind. That is a very interesting choice that was made there by Bafana Bafana. Here comes Nigeria. They're going to try to take a shot. Lookman. I wonder if Bruce is going to be writing any love letters to Motaung, man. Bafana Bafana mustn't give up on us, man. Bafana Bafana mustn't give up on us. We won't give up on them. They mustn't give up on us. That's all I'm going to say. They mustn't give up on us. Yeah. They have to suffer first half, says Super Sfuba. Okay, suffer in terms of running around and chasing us. Motaung is not make sure in this game. That's why Kere does he need a love letter, man. Oh. But we need wingers who are going to take these guys on. As I read that, there goes Pesitao taking people on. I'm just wondering, oh, Mokwena! Oh, Rina, okay, offside. Thank you, Mokwena. Oh, Stanley Nwabali. Chippa United's very own. For those who don't know what Chippa United is, it's a very famous Nigerian team. Incredibly famous Nigerian team. Owned by a guy called Chippa Mpengesi. It might sound South African, but he proudly Nigerian. For those who remember AFCON, we need to survive 15 minutes. We're looking shaky. I don't know if we're looking shaky, but I also don't think Nigeria is looking dominant just yet. I think Nigeria is pushing up on us. Yes, that's true. I think Nigeria is getting some touches, but they haven't been able to, take advantage. Guys, is Reynas going to play with his back? Is Reynas going to be... Is Reynas going to play with his back on the defense for the whole game? I do not understand why you would allow Reynas to play back to the defense as if he's Mahopa, as if he's the target man. What the hell, man? Lookman, they're getting in, but then Motaung was able to get back in. I believe it is an offside. Lookman is going to be a little bit scary for that defense. And hopefully Nigeria hasn't seen any tape of the game. Because any tape of his previous games. One-on-one, I don't know about Ngezana. I'm not going to comment on Ngezana because I don't know how he's been playing. But Umbala, if he's last man, it becomes tough sometimes. It's playing out from the back. I need Mokwena to be aggressive and take on these players. Bafana is struggling in the middle, says KK. Well, that's usually what happens. I think Stole and Mokwena are not ball-playing players, right? So when you see Williams try play it out from the back, and it's Ngezana and Vala, and then you've got Stole and Mokwena. Yeah. I don't know how we're going to play out there. Mokwena, I always call him the bodyguard because he's the one that makes sure that other players can play. So hopefully, Zwane is going to be dropping back far enough in order to become that number 10. I don't know if you'd want Zwane in an 8th, 10-ish role, but let's see, because I see Upesitau is lining up on the right-hand side. Mokwena's on the left. You've got Reynas up the middle. But Reynas is dropping back to try and chest ball. That one I don't understand. I'm not going to lie. The chances of us winning aerial duels is very interesting. What a miss, says Mulantla. Good try by Debza. We need to bust the midfield in order to win this game. I don't know how much we're going to bust the midfield. I don't think we're going to be confident enough to send Mudiba into the midfield and invert him. I don't know. I think they're going to ask him to be a lot more disciplined in this game. That could help us bust a midfield. But are you willing to have Lookman running into that defense without it being a foul? Odin says it's been a long time to not qualify since 2010. It's been almost 14 years. 14 years! I want a World Cup. Our midfield needs Adams. Interesting. From Bafana, what happened between Lesotho and Zim? I believe Lesotho won. Efezi. Efezi always speaks about Amapiano. You're saying 2-1 Efezi. Okay. How do you watch in South Africa? You watch on SABC 1. And I'd assume it's on SABC Sports 2. I'd assume it's on the Facebook page for SABC Sports. But I am watching on SABC 1. Can't show you the TV, guys. Copyright. For some reason, I am one of the creators that always gets banned. When I watch games, if I ever show you anything or play a sound, I get banned. If I hold a pen a certain way, they say I am smoking and I get banned. Is Ndidi still playing for Leicester? I don't believe so. GT says, don't worry, guys. We'll bring you guys the World Cup next year, June. Hi, GT. Efezi, thank you. Efezi Teddy, thank you for the rose there. Lookman is not a threat, Mudau. We'll deal with him. I'm not worried about Mudau. It's the centre-back pairing. If you are able to put Vala into a one-on-one situation versus Lookman, oh, what a ball. What a run by Percy. How he got inside his man without the centre-back seeing. That was a nice run. There we go. Facebook, SABC Sports, exactly. Misunderstood. I'm gonna try not be negative, me. I've said enough about those two. I'm gonna trust them. Mvala and Ngezana are going to do well for us. They're also going to watch Ngezana score. I think we're going to look for something. That was a yellow card. Yeah, he got given a yellow card, I believe. That was a pass. Yeah, that pass was incredible. That run by Percy Tau in between the right back and the defense, that was a very good run. That's what you got to look for. But I think what I'm worried about is that why play Reina in a position where he has to drop back in? Because that's not his strengths. We all know what Reina does. It's a transition. He comes out usually with Titus or Adams, or Titus or Van Beek, and then, they kill teams on transition. So watching him drop back, and it's something that they actually did versus Andorra as well. So I want to see, man. I really want to see how that's going to work out. Better not play high line with those two center backs. Exactly. Okay, free kick. Tebza, can you give us something, man? I was speaking to him at a family gathering. And I told him, man, if ever we're going to beat Nigeria, we need to come in and do something. Oh. This Mokwena boy is good. He must spend another season at Skukune. The nice thing about Mokwena and Skukune is that they're going to be playing CAF Confed again. I believe they played it this year as well. So I think he's getting requisite African experience, Oh, Mokwena. Off the crossbar. Oh. I need Tau to show up tonight. Guys, what is Tau's good position? Oh, there we go, Elias. Aye, man. You had them. That right back is going to have a long day with Elias. They're going to have a long day. I like that he's direct. He didn't have support there. Nobody was making the run into the box, really. What's going on? Okay, the ref is being very, very harsh. Wouldn't Morena be good as a striker in this game with the speed he's got? Look, if we're playing a speed game, like a transition game, like a game where you're looking for space in behind, I would put Reina in before Morena, to be honest with you. I think Morena would be an experiment. I think Morena, I'd want to bring him in for Percy at some point, if I were to play a Morena in this type of game. But it seems as though Bafana Bafana is still playing Mahopa Paul. And it's interesting. Yeah, I was already outside celebrating Mokwena as an asset. Yes! We need more of this from Mokwena. Yeah, even KFCon, this guy was in them. Problem with Morena is finishing is poor. For DSTV to show England, Scotland, and Poland instead of SA is a disgrace. Well, to be fair to them, CAF granted all African football rights to SABC. Even when we got to watch the AFCON, it was only because of Canal Plus, MultiChoice, one of the shareholders of MultiChoice is Canal Plus, and Canal Plus owns the rights internationally, so they basically leased them to SuperSport. It was like an internal deal between a partner and partner. So to be fair to them, buying these rights or getting these rights is tough. Kanto Komota, he hasn't been playing though, which brings up an interesting question. Going into AFCON in Morocco, going into obviously it's only going to be next year where we sit back. Oh, Pacey, time your run, boy. It's only going to be next year where we sit back and do this again. So then, and Zimbabwe obviously. So then, do you now, as Hugo Bruce, keep the same squad together up until, or do you still experiment? I mean, this is experimentation. The center back pairing, the forward line, Bo Elias, Bo Reina coming in. It's an experiment. Now, do you carry on with these guys, or does Makgopa get back into this team? Does Foster get a chance to lead the line and maybe he becomes the main guy? Do you still rotate people in and out of the team? Some people are missing from the AFCON squad. How would you guys in the comments, how would you handle Bafana Bafana going forward? Do you keep the same team and give them experience, or do you still chop and change at will? South Africa playing is the type of game I don't like. FSD, you scared FSD, don't worry. A free kick for mokwena is like a penalty, and to be harsh on SABC, you usually pay huge to buy the games from SuperSport, so SuperSport should too. SuperSport is like, is it worth it? I need a mokwena goal and assist. Yeah, it's on SABC 1. It's on SABC 1. But I think Kekana is fire though. You chop and change, especially in the final third. Everything is sorted. Really? I don't think that's very interesting. So, are you guys, Bafana, are you saying that if Mabasa has an incredible season again next year and top goal scorers, let's say, should he be also given a chance and then somebody else dropped and then we never see Makgopa, for example, similar to like Lepasa? Interesting. How long does he have to experiment with the national team? He should have a solid squad by now. This is what I'm thinking. But I mean, I trust Hugo. He's been doing well for us. It was agreed that Bafana Bafana must be watched by everybody, not only privileged with DSTV, hence SABC. No, that's true, but also CAF literally gave all of the rights. So you see everything, Champions League, Women's Champions League, WAFCON, AFCON, the friendlies, all of those things have gone to free-to-air stations first. So SABC literally has every single thing that has to do with African football outside of like local leagues has been given to SABC. People blaming Hugo for changing the squad but criticized him for always picking the same players. Well, I don't know about other people, but I've always just asked the same question that you have a first team. Do you have a second team that's solid? Like if Zwane and Percy and let's say Zwane, Percy and Mokwena are out, can you guarantee me that the secondary team can come in and do something? I mean, we all saw what the Andorra game looked like when UP team came in. We all saw what happened there. So do you have a full squad, like a full squad that you can trust? For example, I honestly don't see how Bafana will score. It's an interesting game for me because when you have pacey players, you play on transition usually. When you have pacey players, you try sucking Nigeria, so you'd play the ball a little bit at the back. I don't know how much I'd play at the back with Mbala, to be honest with you, and Ungezana. So you suck them in and then you pump a long ball somewhere, right? So they're going wide, but even they're wide, you don't know what the end product is, what type of cutbacks they're looking for. I don't know if Reyners is the right player for this game, if I'm being 100% honest with you. I don't know if he's the right player for this game. The main question should be, are Bafana, are the players consistent throughout the season? Do they have to be for the national team? Do they have to be consistent? I mean, Makhupa is the third place finishing striker for Bafana Bafana, right? Does he have to be consistent within the PSL in order to do well for Bafana, for example, right? Should we be looking at it that way, where it's just all merit, or should you be building a team that will understand each other? You know, this Mokwena guy is very comfortable on the ball. He's been in the squad. Even when he came on, guys, just remind me, the game that he made his debut in, he looked so good. There we go. Shot that final pass, man. That final pass. But yeah, tell them, Reyners, no one is running centrally when they're going wide. I think Nigeria is respecting Bafana too much. You could argue that the Nigerian team is also chopped and changed. I don't think they are very comfortable with each other yet as well. I see us celebrating a draw, says misunderstood. Very good. I think it was CAF. Yeah, he came in and hey, he lit. Was it not Morocco? That was a game, man, where he came on and it was incredible. I'm just forgetting the game. Oh, Nwabali. I believe he was number 1 in the PSL for the most saves made. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Thank you, Aubrey. Thank you, Aubrey. Tau is making Reina's job difficult. He will get tired fast. Thing is, I'm looking at this game, ne? And honestly, this is all I'm thinking.
I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm trying to figure out the formation. I'm lost.
I'm not sure what the plan of attack is. Honestly speaking, even from the Nigerian side, I can understand them bringing in Ohuachu because he's got height. They'll probably cross a lot, right? But Lookman, he's got like a left wing free role that, okay, looked a little bit dangerous in the beginning, but for now, it seems like he's just running around. It's like the Osimhen effect when Osimhen was playing us in the AFCON. We all know Osimhen is, and everybody was scared and all of that stuff. But in terms of the actual play to try to get him the ball, you didn't really see it. So I'm not sure. Nigeria has a new coach. First game, we should be dominating this game tactically. That's why I was saying that, is it a respect thing? That Nigeria is respecting us, or is it just that, you know, they're finding their feet? You know? Oh, nice ball. Ronwen, yeah, you've got a bit of long distance distribution, Ronwen. Okay. You ran offside, boy. You ran offside. It's like up front, our forwards don't know who's supposed to play the ball. Like, you know, Percy's playing a 1-2 and making a run. Reina's running, trying to make a run. All of them are trying to make the same run, but there's nobody who's just got the express role of giving them the ball. They're all coming back to play some sort of pass. And it's weird. It's weird. This game is weird, man. Tolenzwane are quiet, man. I need them to show up. Says Bafana. FSD says 3-1. Okay, 3-1 to Nigeria. I know you, my brother, you're Nigerian. Gegen press with our left and right back. Don't want to go forward. Careless, boy. Careless, careless, careless. But it's fine. Let's go. Uncle Aubrey. Chincha side, boy. Yeah. Oh, what a reverse pass. Shoot! Kembazwan.
I just got a notification. It's a goal.
It's a goal. It's a goal. Kembazwan.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
Tembazwane has given us the lead in Nigeria. Tembazwane was dancing, agent? He was dancing, man. He was dancing. Nigeria.
Ziyakhala and Zulu loudspeaker and I couldn't do it off. I don't couldn't do it off. I Ziyakhala very much. I Ziyakhala very much.
Just when I was calling for somebody who can play the pass, if you look at it, Zwani, Reyners, Mokwena, and Pesitau are all making runs. But then you don't have somebody who can give them the ball. So having Stole play that type of pass, you've got the movement from the four. But then it means that somebody then has to take the responsibility of making that pass. Shelela Mshishi says, Usips, which side? I'm going to assume you mean the channel that's on SABC 1. What a play. Unfortunately, I can't. But guys, if you want to watch the match, right, and you've got an internet connection, if you can watch me, you can go to Facebook. SABC Sports Facebook page is going to be showing the match. And also, if that doesn't work for you, you can download the SABC Plus app. If that doesn't work for you, you can go to sabcsport.com, and under the live tab, they will be showing the game. So guys, if you can watch me, you can watch the game. I'm not going to hold you. Zwane says, I can smell Zwane's goal every time. Zwane is cooking a good meal. See what happens when we are composed. Oh, Bafana. We missed that thing, man. Mshishi must be that composed in the league as well. What channel? It's on 191, guys. SABC 1. I don't know about Nigeria. My Nigerian brothers, please tell the rest of the people who maybe are in Nigeria where they can watch this game. Gang press, Gegen press, we're playing like Liverpool. Let them shishi dance. Let them dance, man. Let them dance. I told Mr. OT when this guy's on the ball, something happens. What a player, G-Man. Now I'm still saying Nigeria is respecting Bafana too much. To be fair to Bafana, I haven't seen Nigeria's build-up as yet. They've had one or two chances, or one or two places where they got through, where they gave out defense an issue. But for the most part, I haven't seen what they're doing. Oh, Lulu the boss lady, thank you so much for the gifts, man. Nice composure there by Zwane. Oh, sorry. Hey, what did I do there? Sorry, banna. Hey, I'm sorry. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you, Sunny. Yes, Shigabala gave us the first goal. The build-up of that goal, that reverse pass was incredible. Sorry. Hey, leave me alone, agent. Okay, free kick to Nigeria, who haven't posed the threat, to be honest with you. They haven't posed the threat. I'd imagine that they're looking for these set pieces, but for the most part, they haven't. I don't think we've been threatened. Can you imagine winning versus Nigeria there in Nigeria in a World Cup qualifier after they knocked us out of AFCON? It would be sweet, man. After they knocked Banyana out of the Olympics, it would be sweet, man. Aye. Sorry, man. Oh, sorry. I was trying to give them something. They're not going to get anything from this game. I was trying to give Nigeria something, man. The guy's watching, you know. A little bit of hope. Okay, let's see. Did they finally release the thing? I couldn't find the starting lineup of Bafana Bafana until very late. Soren Lorenz Kohler. Let me just check. Yeah, they didn't put it up. Wow, interesting. Mr. Ochi, where are you live from? I am live from Centurion. Revenge is best served. It'll be sweet, eh? Tutu says it'll be sweet, Tutu. Okay. I see you. It's also, again, even when we played them in the AFCON, this deep lying playmaker role I will be, I don't know. Yeah. Counter, pace it up. Let's go. Elias. Elias. Kamikram. Yeah. That's what I thought was going to happen. That is what I thought how we were going to play. Break with pace. Hey, Mudau finding himself all the way in the box. That the Mokwena was making a diagonal run. That was perfect. It wasn't played. Nigerian manager doesn't have a plan, says simply and Twarabol. G-Man says they came with their childish... I don't want to speak about those. Let's not sit back again. I'm pila kamnandi. Numerated denominator. Is pila like kamnandi lana. Corner, South Africa. Let's see what we can get from this. Temba's one is scored. Shigawala. OT Pelanakina TV for streaming. Where do I go? sabcsport.com. SABC Plus app, SABC Sports Facebook page. That is where you go. Tebza. Nigeria is playing with one man, Lookman, and they can't even find him. Guys, okay, I'll ask a question to the comments. How are they building up? How is Nigeria building up? Like, if you can tell me what their scoring tactic is. Because for me, it looks like it's a half and half thing. They tend to want to cross the ball to Onuachu, but then they don't most of the times. Lookman is running up and down that left-hand side for nothing. Hey, Williams is trying his Itumilenkune, eh? Yeah, he's got his Itumilenkune boots on. Nigeria is playing with one man. We can move these ones 3-1. They can't match us speed for speed, says Tutu. But we need to catch them off. The nice thing about taking the lead is that Nigeria has to come to us. So that's going to open up spaces. If you look at the type of runs that we're making, because Nigeria is committing people forward, right? They're trying to do like a back three, back two thing when they're in attack, and we are hurting them on the counter. That line is way too high. Try play with by Bafana Bafana like that. Why isn't that not called into the Nigerian team? I don't know. I don't think they rate him as highly. I wish I can borrow one in my 20s legs. We need this guy in 2026. Even now, we all know Zwane is going to play 65, 70 minutes. You can't give him a full game. He doesn't last for a full game. Ooh, almost. Hey, almost. There was no communication there. Bafana Bafana should, let's see, Nigeria using Kaizer Chiefs tactics. Hey, man. Why do you guys want me to go through a tough time? Why are you bringing up a very hateful subject? Yeah, in the middle of a Bafana Bafana game, you're bringing up a very hateful subject. Okay, guys, we're on 5,000 likes. 15,000 likes. Second half, I keep it open. Everybody comes in for a minute. They get to chat. But you know how it works normally? We're going to go to halftime. I'm going to ask a couple of people to come on and analyze the game with me. Oh, what a pass. Hi, Elias, laces. This defense is not make sure. This defense is not make sure. They are missing Trostikong. They are missing Trostikong. This Nigerian defense is missing their one true captain. And you can see it. It's 6s and 7s. If we can hit them a lot harder and faster, I think we can really open them up. There's no communication back there. And it seems as though whenever one of them gets pulled out, they don't talk to each other for them to cover. And that allows us to have spaces. But we need to create more chances where we're going forward. Mokwena will score, says Bafana. I hope he can. He's been disappointing us with that finishing, man. Okay, let's see. I hope Apolis is taking notes from Mokwena. Hey, Apolis went back to the PSL after being at AFCON with Bafana Bafana, and he played a different type of football. He was a confident man. He was a very confident man. But Mokwena is, I don't want to say fearless, but he has that thing where he's like, I'm going to play. Doesn't matter who we're playing against. I'm going to play. I'm going to be direct. I'm going to do what I do. Very wonderful. It's an incredible attribute to have, you know. They're trying, they're playing. Don't say they're trying, little kid essay. They're playing. It's just that we lack the final finish. We can still slow the game down more, especially in the third. Can I be honest? I want them to speed up in the final third. I think Nigeria is having a tough time keeping up with all of the movement that we have up there. See, I like Reyners. Yeah, don't play him like a center forward, man. Rather he be a proper false nine where he drops back into the space instead of asking him to stand with defenders. Zwane doing magic for SA, says King B. There's the ball that we're looking for. That's what I thought Nigeria was going to do in this game. This guy is huge. Number 19, Onuachu. Number 19, he's huge. They should be playing balls in as much as possible. As much as possible. Very good ball there by Lukman. Maybe that should be his role for today. Mudiba. They had Mudiba on that tall dude. Hey, that's a risk. Mudiba standing with that tall guy. Who would you sub, Mokwena, from Mfukeng or Apolis Mfukeng? I know it's early. But I think Mfukeng carries the same type of play that Mokwena has, or the same type of attitude where it's like, guys, mina is one tribula. I'm gonna come directly at you. I might lose the ball, I might do whatever. It's not gonna stop me from being confident in coming at you. So if I were to make a sub for Mokwena later on in the game, let the boy play, man. Let the boy play. The score is 0-1. We're leading. Tepaya, we're leading. Landondlo says we should be 3-0 up right now. Finishing, guys. Mokwena needs to shoot a little bit more, man. We need to be more composed. We have the 1-up. Imagine Mfukeng coming on and scoring. That would be, that would bring back flashbacks to Mamelodi Sundowns, And Williams, I trust in the SA goal, says King B. Make them run for nothing. Tiki-taka. But who's going to play the tiki-taka? I'm watching on SABC1, SABC1, SABCsports.com, SABCsport.com. You can watch it there too. You can watch it on the SABC Plus app. You can watch it on the SABC Sports Facebook page. Who's going to play the tiki-taka? Simply Answarable. Or is it going to be just a forward tiki-taka? Because hey, that midfield is not a tiki-taka midfield. The base of our midfield and our defense, they're not tiki-taka people. Oh, Duncan Gezan. Counter. Let's go. Transition. Let's go. Oh, what a bad pass. Oh, what a bad pass. I haven't seen much of Ngezana. He's not comfortable on the ball. Guys, we've all known that Ngezana is not comfortable on the ball from the time he was here. I don't want him to even think that he must be comfortable on the ball. Just defend. Just beat defender first. We'll see the rest later on. Actually, him and Mvala, it's almost the same thing. Just defend, and then you will see them forward. You can even see Williams looks at them and he goes, you know what, let me just go long and distribute long and try to get into spaces that way. Tau should be out for Tapelo Morena. Okay, that's interesting. Polymath says Bafana is too slow at attacking. We need to score as much as we can. Thank you, Polymath. Counter. Just transition. Eh? I hate the passes we're making. That Tau pass was supposed to be a counter-attack chance. Decision making to get people free is what's killing us. Oh, thank you, Bruce. Speaking to Reinas there. 3 minutes. How much added on? Oh, the board says 3, the thingy says 2, but let me not speak. I also did the scoreboard wrong there. Ngezana has improved from what I'm seeing. Yeah, Ngezana should keep it simple. Those two can't be playing balls at the back. Hey, don't even think about it. Don't even think about Oh, Tembazwan. Oh, Tembazwan. When he dances, man. Eh? Pesi, where are you going? Ngezana must never be comfortable on the ball. He must release fast. Thank you. I hope we don't regret this, man, says numerator denominator. Musa says Reyners is not keeping up with the pace of the game. Is it that, or is it that we're not playing his game? I think sometimes we look at the players and we say they're doing badly and all of that, but honestly, sometimes they're just not playing their game. And what's interesting about Reyners' performance today is that we had a similar performance versus Andorra, where you were like, oh, Mara Reyners, where are you meant to go? It's the Khanye Samayo thing as well. So are we playing that game for him and for his strengths, or are we asking him to do similar to what Makgopa does? That's what I'm thinking here. I like Mike. Excuse me. We need some Fukeng. I would love to see Fukeng versus that defense. I would love to see Fukeng versus that defense. Yeah, why not? It's 2-1. Mudau. Not like that.
Bafana. What?
That's what I like about Zwane. He makes, that's what makes him a star. I like Mokwena. He's fearless. Yeah, I do like him though. But we changed from the nonsense he did in the first half. Dear time traveler, please. Until you give me the lotto numbers, don't say anything to me. They should be clean in the box to avoid cards. There's going to come a time when Nigeria piles on the pressure. There's going to come a time where they nobody. Oh, la sweeper keeper. Where they're going to send everything forward. I'm scared for that if we're still on 1-1, because that's when our defense has a couple of mistakes. That's when you might be caught out. Okay, halftime. Please remember, guys, in order to jump in halftime, you have to be following me. I told you guys I need 15,000 so that I can keep the thing open for the whole time. Let me just make sure that my timers are changed and correct. It is currently 1-0. South Africa is leading. South Africa is leading Nigeria in this World Cup qualifier. Very, very important World Cup qualifier. Okay, let me just start the multi-guest. Remember, you have to be following me. Bottom of your screen, there's a button that says multi-guest. I'm going to allow in 6 people now. And then, second half, if you can get to 15,000, I will let everybody in and we can have a big conversation. Oh, a big conversation. Kumba, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
Yeah. What happy, my boy? Wena, how are you?
Hi, man. As a South African, when you are leading 1-0 versus Nigeria, you can't help but be happy. What did you think of the first half, my brother?
Yeah, man. I love this Sundowns team, man. I wonder if he had played against players like this. Anyway, guys, now my man of the match. Now my man of the match for Nasufa. Yevona Moda was doing wonders, and his work rate is excellent.
Okay.
Oh my word, Mokwena and Temple combination, that goal was phenomenal. Yeah. Given more level valuation, ya ngezana ke 160 million. Maybe from 1 billion Sundowns, we could actually go for him. The boy has improved, eh?
Yeah.
I like how we approach the game, especially against Nigeria, because Nigeria seems to have that main character syndrome where everyone must respect them, where everyone must fear them. The approach is Bafana Bafana is quite clear. We're going to take them on because physically we like they are taller and much more physical than our players. Whole level up front there.
Yeah.
What they lack in height and strength, they make for Akantwena in speed and pace. You can see who our flanks are actually attacking. That is where most of our attackers are going. Mokwena Lena was Sundowns, man. Guys, I'm happy at this point.
Okay.
Although I would have been happier if we can get the number 2 goal. Just to be safe. But yeah.
Let me bring in Affairs. The Affairs, Italy. Welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
God, I can't even sing, man. This is I'm not happy. I'm not happy. But mind you, I still know we are going to win the game.
Okay.
For now, we are showing too much respect to South Africa. It's the other way around. It's not South Africa showing us respect. No. They already understand our system after the last game we had. That all they need is just to cross the ball over. Our defenders are shaking at the moment.
Yeah.
So they are really using that, and the keeper has not been tested. You understand? So now I think if you score 2 goals now, it's over for us because we've got quality players, but they are not playing like a team. They are confused at the moment. Maybe the second half there will be changes, and those changes might help us. But for now, I think I'm enjoying the South African players more than the Nigerian players. I have to be honest with you. Yeah.
Do you think, Efezi, maybe that your team needs to decide what they want to do? Are you going to play pace with Lookman? Are you going to cross the ball for Onuachu? You know, I think there's this half and half thing that's happening. I don't know. What do you think of that?
A game like this, they should forget about the attackers. Even a midfielder should try the keeper from far. The keeper might punch it out. Someone will just tap in. You know, because now everybody eyes is on Lookman. He cannot do everything.
Yeah.
Understand? There are ways to go about it. You don't just go on Lookman. Play the necessary game. If it is from the attack, from the midfielder to shoot, try the keeper and see how the keeper is good. We know, but try it from there because the work on Lookman is too much. Lookman cannot do everything alone. But for now, after the first goal, we are confused. We don't know what we are doing. Yeah.
Okay.
if you people win, I will be glad. But I believe there will be 3-1 at the end of the day. So let's continue.
I'm gonna come back. Let me bring in Maronza. Maronza, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
But ujiva kamnandi uzwani iyute mbazwani I mfethu ushisho mfethu no you know what I'm happy with the approach, I'm happy with the approach, to be honest. But I feel, man, they're supposed to overload the other side of Pesitao more, because I think most of the things that are coming from that side. Because I feel Mokwena, he's good, but decision making for him, I think, is decision making, and there's something about him when it comes to the last part where he has to make that bold decision. You understand me? But I feel they had to overload that side,
So then,
I think we'll get more goals from Pesitao side.
What type of overload should it be? Should it be Tembazwane going out to overload with Percy, or should it be Motaung going up to overload?
I think even Motaung, they are afraid because of the quality of Nigeria, So so they're afraid to overlap more. You understand me? If you can check the goal when it came, right? Modiba was overlapped, and we pressed them more. So I feel if Motaung on the other side can overlap a little bit, but not much, because it will be we have to respect them when it comes to that, because they have quality also. So the other thing that we need now, to be honest, I think Renas is he's a little bit shaky. I think we need somebody who's going to hold the balls for us there. Somebody who's going to stay there, who's going to make those two center backs not move around and all that. You understand me? We need somebody who can stay there, somebody who can hold for balls for us, coming from maybe from who's this Mokwena coming in, and then after that you hold the balls for us. So I feel that we're missing somebody who's natural striker, and let's overload the other side. To be honest, that side we can win the game.
I'm gonna come back.
But those two center back, so Mvala and Ngezani, hey, they must not be comfortable. Please. I feel now they're starting to be comfortable, and I'm starting to see some danger, because some of the things when the ball are coming, they're too comfortable, and all those things that are relaxed. Sundowns, like no Ngezani more, but I know it's not comfortable, so it must not be too comfortable, please.
For time's sake, I just saw the Tembazwane goal again. Guys, let him dance. Mto, welcome to the show. How are you?
Tembazwane, I know that's a beautiful goal, eh? That's a beautiful goal. Also, I just want to commend Mokwena's technique on that free kick. He was just unlucky; it did not deep enough, man. Hey, he's got a great shooting technique. Besides, I'm a free kick, G. I feel like if we can hold them for like 15 minutes in the second half, and then just throw everything when they come at us, we counter it must be even much more quicker, and then we can get probably a second goal. We just need to be disciplined the first 15 minutes coming back. And then they're gonna be frustrated, but some change and all of that. The only worry that I have so far is the crosses to the tall striker. The balls are reaching him. I don't think we either we close the man who's about to cross and not give them an opportunity to cross so freely. So that's the one way to sort that out, or else they need to get someone who's, I don't know, who's taller, to just between Ngezana and Olo, they're almost the same height. They're shorter than that guy. So for me, let's cut out the crosses, man. They shouldn't be crossing easily to that guy, because one mistake, it could be a dangerous head and it's a goal. That's my only fear. They don't have any build up that is scaring us. They were much more scary AFCON with Osimhen there because of the pace. Today we can at least contain them a bit, even though I thought Motaung towards the end of the half was slightly tired, because I could see Bolukman and whoever was playing that side play with it, but he was very, very solid the entire half.
So then do you maybe take out Modiba? because he's not going to be able to invert the way that he normally inverts and play midfield and whatever if you want to stop those crosses.
Yeah, for me, if we can just, for me now, it's managing the first 15 minutes. And if we've managed the first 15 minutes, then I would try and close it out and take out Modib. Just that it's risky to take out Modib and then they equalize. Not immediately after the second half resumes. Let's just give it a little bit of time, maybe 15 minutes, and see if we're still containing them. But so far, the boys are playing well. The only worry is the crosses. Nigeria is not really threatening us, to be fair.
Let me go to Agent. Agent, my brother, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Agent, tell me about this first half.
From Nigerian side, to accommodate our internationals here, I think this is sometimes the problem that I have with my African brothers as coaches. You know that white guys usually when they come into a team, it doesn't matter if they have stars. They still have tactics. Can have stars, but you don't have tactics, it won't work. Now I see Nigerians going back to that old system of bringing everyone who's good in like you guys will do whatever, and you'll win, Because how do you play Inacho, Iwobi, and Ndidi in the same midfield? Who's gonna track back in that midfield?
Yeah.
Who's gonna cover the defense in the midfield? Who's going to be creating there in that midfield? Because all of them are trying to push forward. That's why the defense is exposed. Because those guys are not covering them, and already you are playing with one normal centre back less, because usually they play back three with what is this name? The white guy. Yes, that one.
Oh, Trusty
yes. Usually you play with them, but now he's missing. So you have Ajay and Basay, two of them only playing. So they're missing their leader. And you bring in Didi, Iwobi, and Inacho to play in the same midfield. That wouldn't work. That's why they're exposed, But quickly to South Africa. I wasn't impressed in the first 10 minutes because, like I was saying, they were trying to play the Reinas Makopa to play the Reinas to play the Makopa role, and that didn't work out, But as the first half progressed, he was able to beat the Reinas that we know. That's why I won't take him out now because I feel like this is the Reinas that we know, and maybe this was a tactical, master stroke by Ubruls, maybe he did anticipate that because they're home, they're going to attack us, so let's go for speedy players instead of a Hopa, because they won't be need to hold the ball, let's catch them on the counter. And Tao has looked lovely. I think this is as lovely as Tao has looked in a very long time for Bafana colors. And what is it called? The wall of Molotov, eh? Gezan, hey? I don't know. There's something there. But otherwise, I'm impressed by the first half. I can't complain a lot. I think I wouldn't make any sub to be honest. Maybe Mokwena for maybe I don't know to be honest. But yeah, Mokwena is not. He's not doing it for me. Yeah.
I'm going to come back and ask you guys very quickly to tell me how you're going to win the game. But for now, let me bring in KK. KK, welcome to the show. How are you? KK, are you with me? Okay, we'll come back to KK. Kuno, win this game for me for Bafana Bafana. How does Bafana Bafana approach this second half?
Ka 70 minutes Copa-Rican say Lal Foster because Nigeria is gonna come back guns blazing, and our forwards tend to waste chances. Lal Foster is a proven goal scorer. He knows he can hold the ball, and he's very composed when it comes to attacking. So Copa Laena, it's either on Marina say maybe Tau, but it's fine. Let's go at it.
Score.
2-0. I'm hoping for
where's the Fezi jumped off? Okay, thank you. Let me go to Maronza. Maronza, win this game for me very quickly and give me your final score.
I still say we need somebody who's going to hold us the balls there, or somebody who's going to keep those two center back at the back. To be honest, I still feel that. So The only thing I'll take Renas, and I know he's playing good for today, but I'll take him out and put somebody who's natural there, and then after that, try to get an early goal. 15 minutes to get an early goal, and then get somebody who's going to hold. I think that's only the link that is missing for me. Somebody's going to hold the balls for us at the front. When it comes to my prediction, I still say 2-1.
Okay. 2-1. Let me go to Tom very quickly. Tell me, how does Bafana Bafana make sure they leave with 3 points here?
For me, it's easy. Don't allow Nigeria to cross the ball, and then just make sure you are quick on the counter, and then you can get something. Because if we can hold them for like 15, they'll start becoming desperate, and that's when they will open up at the back. So the first 15 minutes discipline is very important for me. So, and my final score, I'm hoping it's gonna be 2-0. We don't concede today.
Okay, Agent, can I put you in a tough situation where I'm going to ask you to look at Nigeria and tell me how Nigeria wins this game, and maybe you can touch on South Africa a little bit as well.
Okay, I think for me, I would take Ndidi out. I don't know if it was you who said I don't see that deep line playmaker role how it works for him. So take him out. Bring in what is this guy's name who was playing? Let me look at the subs. Onyeka. Bring in Onyeka. I think he was dangerous when he played him. Yeah, Onyeka. And then they still have Victor Boniface there. So I think bring out
1-1.
I told you 1-1.
Yeah. So as I was about to predict, something just going to annoy people. But again, for me, take out Mokwena, bring in Mokwena because he's able to go up and he's able to defend also. I won't take out Renas because he's keeping those defenders busy. Bring someone who's static, they're gonna contain him, So bring someone who's dynamic. Yeah, and for me, the score is going to be 2-1.
Okay.
I didn't say for which team. Because I fear for my life.
I was like, hey, let me just move on. It's fine. No, but thank you guys who've joined me halftime. I see we've gone over. I will keep it open for the second half. I just wanted to say, Mvala. I'm 10 like I'm boxing to score. Mvala. It is 1-1 currently. Nigeria starting the second half very brightly. Didn't even give us a minute nyana before they had scored. The score is currently 1-1. How I saw the first half was very simple. I think Nigeria's defense is leaderless right now, so they don't know where to go, who to look to when people start moving around in front of them. I think Reina at the beginning of that game, playing the Machupa goal or role was not good at all because they were asking a man who's fast, who plays with pace most of the time, to come back and become a center forward, a target man type of player, which I don't think works, right? I think towards the end of that first half, when we started going at them in transition, matching our speed, that's when it became an issue. Sailor, yellow card. Can't you what's happening, guys?
Why you my brother? Relax.
Why are we the yellow card? It seems that there's a rush. Why are we rushing? I don't understand it. But anyway, that is how I saw that. I think Nigeria doesn't have a way to build up, but the way they played this game was incredible. The way they started this half, where they were looking for direct balls, direct pressure into their men centrally, where you can put the guys into one-on-ones. Remember, I told you guys that I fear that if you can put Mvala or Ngezana into a one-on-one situation, they're not that good in that sense. But anyway, let me see. Guys, it is open. You guys did get 16,000. I'm going to ask that we get to 25,000. So please tap the screen as you are watching. It really does help with ranking. Counter. Oh, coach has spoken to them. Okay, the coach has spoken to them. You can tell. Feel free to request. Bottom of the screen, there's a multi-guest button. It's got a pink figure hugging a blue figure. Click on it, request. I'll let you in and you can tell me how you feel about this. But remember, you do have to be following me in order to be able to come in. Playing this boy injured, hopefully it doesn't cost us. Ish. Oh, where's the notepad, ya rulani, when we need it? When Mudau can just, don't give up on us. Mudau, don't give up on us. Marimecha, welcome to the show. How are you?
Oh, thank you. How's it, my guy?
I'm good at you, my brother. 1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Mvala is not starting for Sundowns. Mvala is very he's very erratic. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a flipping good player, but he makes lots of mistakes, and most of the mistakes that he makes, they always cost the team. If you can remember the mistake that he made against TX Galaxy, remember the mistakes that he made against in the AFCON. I mean, there was 2 mistakes that he made in the AFCON, the penalty, all those kind of things. I mean, he's a good player, but I mean, the kind of mistakes that he makes, they're always going to cost the team, which is a bit of a problem. Hence, you are always seeing Rulani Mokwena not playing him in Sundowns.
Which changes would you make? Which changes would you make?
Okay.
Seeing that we're on 1-1 right now.
Look, I mean, it was evident that Nigeria was going to come out guns blazing. It was obvious. So obviously, I mean, it is basically suicidal to concede a goal within the first 5 minutes. I mean, we've played football. We know. I mean, you cannot concede a goal in the first 5 minutes, and also the first 5 minutes of the second half, or also the last 5 minutes of this of each half. So I mean, how do you allow a team at home that you are leading to come back within the first 5 minutes of the game? I mean, the crowd is against you. You are basically inviting the crowd back. You are basically inviting the pressure back into your team, which makes it a bit difficult now. I mean, it's obviously going to be difficult. I mean, if you look at it now, these guys are a bit erratic. They're just kicking the ball forward, which makes it very, very difficult. I mean, we need the head of the likes of Rowan Williams to try and keep compact like what he's doing now. I mean, he's trying to calm the game down.
Yeah.
We still need the likes of Zoani to calm the game down in the midfield. But again, my worry is Nigeria will come again, and I don't really trust Mvala and Gezana partnership.
Okay.
There might be another mistake again towards the end. That's probably what I think.
For time, I'm just gonna jump in there. Thank you so much, my brother. Nigeria. Hey, guys! I get so worried.
As I was saying.
Hey,
you saw that?
Yeah. No, let me bring it to KK. KK, 1-1. How do you feel about this game now?
Priority, concentration. Initially, Bafana Bafana, they were not focused. They were Nigeria Bafana nation. On the panel, Konunji Toshi Loguti, a squad must second half. They must be Babe focus.
Yeah.
From first 15 minutes, don't be focus. If Bashawe focus, over too excited. If you can look upon Gezani, uthanda upusha kakhulu, uyazula kazi ukuthi enzani. I think yena Nombal is not a good combination because abekho discipline because I think it can come back singabuya mara funeke babe focus defense funeke ibe right abomvale ma stop
ungachintshana kule game.
bayenza nabongeza
Ungachintshana kule game ungafaka bani la? Ukhiphe bani?
That guy ugcoka number 17 oku left is not giving us anything. I think it's time to introduce Umfukeng and and midfielder I think maybe mabakhiphe uLontozana uAubrey Mudiba bafake uThapelo.
Okay. No, KK, thank you. Let me go to Mia. Mia, how are you? Welcome.
Hey, Buddha, alright?
Stressed, man. 1-1. But anyway, we won a game.
Sisahamba kahle for now. I think we're just missing few things. I think our coaches, they need to start believe to youngsters.
Okay.
Because I don't understand why Mfukeni Kalandi late. I don't know, but maybe I'm a tactics work coach. But for me, I think he's capable of playing any match in any stage. So for me, Ugusagadali, it's a no-no.
Okay.
But let's hope whoever is playing now also sends it right. But to add on that, I think as South Africans, we need to understand that we don't have a striker.
Yeah.
We really need a striker because strikers now, they're not actually main strikers, they are fourth line.
Okay.
So just think striker. Yeah, but if ever we have a striker like maybe who can I mention? Maybe like Ushalulile.
Yeah. Oh, Mia. Okay.
Yes, if we had maybe like a Katongo or Besuma, but we're still failing. So it shows somewhere somehow they are short of scoring. But for now, so far so good. We can still win. This is goes about 2-1. Win South Africa.
That's all? Okay. No, thank you, Mia. Before I let Kolani in, I just wanted to say something. Umbala was very lucky there. Very, very lucky. Umbala there. Also, Ngezana has a yellow card. I just wanna highlight that it is going to be a tough game to see it out. I also want to say something controversial. I think at some point, 65th minute, you could look at Tito. You bring in a Tito for Uzwane and you have a connector. Because what has happened in the second half is that Nigeria has gotten better in defense. I think they were told not to be crazy. You see the back four is back fouring. They're not back twoing, they're not back threeing, they're staying as a back four and they're not moving around a lot, which is causing problems for our pacey players because they were relying on the spaces that were opened up by that defense moving up and down. So maybe it's time to bring in a traditionally passing number 10. It's time to bring in Umfukeng, who comes with the same energy of Mokwena, but he's fresher and he's got a relationship with Tito. So maybe we should do that type of thing. Kolani, welcome, my brother.
Hello, Oti.
We won a journey game, maybe 1-1.
Oti, I think we were coordinating, Mr. Oti, and it happened with the guy they were supposed to put pressure on the guy that he scored. It was Umval. I mean, I think Umval must come to a Durban and get a cleansing. Like he needs a sea water or maybe a waterfall, Mr. OT. Because
No.
I mean, I put a blame in the whole team, Mr. OT, in our team. Because if you could see, like Mr. OT, we were open, and it happened. We could see Ipolezo Pasogumval.
Yeah.
So I think Umvala is the most unlucky guy in South Africa right now. But as for our play, I think we've been. For me, I don't see any change necessary for now, and
Okay.
also I think we need to like change Umvala because he almost cost us a red card up. And yeah, for now, I'll say if to be honest, Mr. OT, I think I'll take out Mokwena and put Abbas because I think Mokwena it looks heavy. You could tell he hasn't been playing. Usole, I think it's good. He's very mobile, so I think Abbas will add value. But going forward, I think we're still okay.
Okay. Thank you, Xolani. Do you know what's funny as well here? Nigeria is doing what we were doing. So if you look at that tall striker, they realized that Ngezana is man marking him. So they asked him to drop back in order to open up space in the middle, right? Which is a very interesting thing. It's what we're trying to do, I think, with Reinas. It's what we do a lot of the time with Makgopa. This Nigerian team, our defenses in 6s and 7s. Malume Kutso.
Mr. OT.
Hey, Malume Kutso, ki 1-1. What's
No,
happening?
it's fine. Like I told you, it is winning against it.
So
And I think
just eat your happy so that people can hear it.
2-1. And I think it's time with Simfage because I'm thinking Elias Mokwena is having joy that side, right? And that's where the boy plays. And the only thing Elias Mokwena, and don't get me wrong, he's done extremely well. He has just lacked composure.
Yeah.
And we know who has composure the most, right? It's that boy who scored that second goal, taking Zungu to the cleaners. You understand? So maybe, just maybe, I know that there's like a lot of people ahead of him in the line, like about our police. But something made me angry. Something made me request. In terms of request, it came Melpel.
Yeah.
Mr. OT, good guys finish last. Still keep playing, Paula. Why did you not keep playing when that guy was down? Why is when that number 10 in Nigeria went down? Bafana, play on. Why did you not score? Mina angazi. There's no law to keep people. Like me still be in the team. Basale babuzu revi. No that number angazi in Melane. But all right, Mr. OT.
Okay. Well, Malume Kutso, before you go, Tito time.
Yeah, no, did you Mr. OT? You know what? I know people. Someone is saying sportsmanship. Oh, nice guys finished last. Mr. OT. Here's what I want people to understand. When you have Tito and Tembazwane, they're the same player, but Tembazwane is closer to being a 10 and Tito is closer to being an 8.
Yeah.
He operates better Lapis Kupin and Tito Mshish operates better at 18.
Yeah.
So I don't know Hugo Pros can afford to break those two, which is looking at how shaky the defense is, you know.
I was gonna take out Zwane but it's unpopular. But anyway,
or maybe as in Mr. OT. Don't you tell Tito, don't
Okay. Thank you, Malume Kutso. Before I let in agent, guys, my thinking is that Nigeria's defense is not going to give us space anymore. So what you need now is Reinas to come off so that you can have a focal point. So if you can bring on a Foster as a focal point striker who can stay in between the defense, maybe try drag one of them. and then you bring in Tito because you also, as Malume Kutso said, he's more of an 8 than a 10. So now you can have a connector because you're trying to keep those guys busy. They're not giving us the spaces that we're getting. And because Tito has a relationship with Mfukeng and you have a focal point, Foster's not going to get many chances, but his presence is going to make sure that Tau and maybe even Mfukeng on the other side can play. But let's see. Agent, my brother, 1-1, 65th minute. What do you think of the game now?
I would like to kindly withdraw.
Oh.
My comments about Ngezana. No. Right? This one was it was the gold teeth that pictorially use is a fake goal. But anyways, for me, I won't take out Zwan, to be honest with you. I think when Zwan is in the mood, you don't take him out, especially like I said, he's in the mood for this game.
Yeah,
I think if the goal is to come, it's going to be through him. For some weird reason, he has legs in Bafana. But anyways, it'll be for another day. For me, what I do agree with you is there's sometimes
why are they being so cute together? Why are they trying to, you know, anyway.
What did I say about him, eh?
Why are they trying to play? Remember, why do you play out with Ngezana? Honestly, but anyway, yo guys.
But where was I? Reyners, I think, sometimes this way we talk about playing for the big teams, high pressure games, CAF experience, stuff like that. I think this way we see the difference between the big boys now, you know. I think I would bring in Foster, you know, and to be honest, Taulene is not a threat that he think he is. So I would substitute him for Masangai and push Zane up, you know, because I think if you have to break the defense, you're going to need intricate passes. So maybe Tau and not Tau, but Zwane and Tito combining can create something. For me, it's not a risk that I would take bringing in Mfukeng, especially when you need goals. Sometimes we forget how vile our fan base is, you know. So it could work and it can give us a win. But if it doesn't work, our fan base, I don't like it, Shem. I don't like him. I don't like it for young players, you know. And I think Butugus once mentioned that in Pirates he has the freedom because he's like, whatever I do, people, it's okay. People will appreciate, you know. And I don't have to track back. I don't have to do anything. He's protected. But in this kind of games, can you have that luxury, you know? So I don't think this is the game to bring him in. He will come. He is all the time in the world. You come back, you know. So for me, I would rather bring him Foster in and Utito for now, and maybe Umurena for up and up.
Can I ask you just to touch on Nigeria's defense? There was a change that was made there that's stopping us from having the space we had in the first half.
I think they're more closer together. I think what they've done is they've not allowed themselves to be dragged out wide by all Reiners, because I think Reiners was bringing them all over, you know. So I think they said, no, what, whoever he's next to, he'll take him. We're not gonna follow him, you know. So when he goes out wide, the left back will take him. He goes the other way, the right back will take care of him. You know, instead of the defenders following him up and down around. So I think that they're more compact, and sometimes an early goal like this helps you, you know. And I think if they score that early goal, they were still gonna be shaky. But now because there's something to protect, they're more compact.
Okay. No, Agent, thank you so much. Okay, guys, 68th minute. We haven't seen a sub just yet. I think were struggling because Nigeria went, you know what, guys? Let's just be simple at the back. Don't try too many fancy things. Don't go forward. Stay in your position. Where Reyners was dragging people out of position, he can't do it now because they're just sitting there in a back five. I saw the comment. So then now you sit back and you go, how do you break this sort of setup? Because you no longer have the space. And that's where I say you need Foster to come on so that you have a traditional striker who can sit up on the line with the center backs. Then you need somebody in the midfield who's going to play the role of a connector. You need somebody in the midfield who's fine with the ball, who can play the pass before the pass. And Tito is the person that we look for in South African football who does that, right? Who does that. So you can bring in someone like that to be an extra connector. You can keep Zwane on the pitch, but I think we need a sort of playmaker there. I think Mokwena, Apolis. Okay, interesting. Apolis is coming for Mokwena. I would still have played Fukeng, but anyway, let's see. Mokwena is out. In comes Apolis. It seems that Reyners is also getting ready to come on. They're just going to update us on who's coming on. Lungisani, 70th minute, it is 1-1. What do we think?
Yeah, it's, evening, I'll see. Look, our second half was not that great, but we are slowly getting back to the game in terms of Hugo Boss's plan. Look, we shouldn't panic too much. We shouldn't look for the likes of Masanga because Nigeria is coming at us, and we know those boys can't defend. They can't hold the shape. We look at Masanga when he plays for Pirates, you hardly see him assisting at the back. Here we need players that can check back and assist. And you must remember we're playing away from home. Nigerian fans are behind Nigeria, and it's giving them that 10% not above us. I'm glad to see the likes of Apolit coming in.
Okay.
Because he's quick. And if you look at it, we were using the sharpness and the quickness in the first half with Elias. It did work. Had he converted one or two, wouldn't be in the situation. So if you look at the likes of our police, and I know Motiba will try and find him once or twice. Okay. And then if he breaks out, he's one of the guys I trust to put it at the back of the net. And Foster, for me, I wouldn't have brought him on, to be quite honest. I wouldn't have. I don't think this is his kind of game.
Okay.
We want to get behind Nigeria because they have a tight big five. We don't want to play to bounce the ball off a strike and then play. We want to play behind them because they have a tight five. But look, yeah, almost like that. We want to play behind them. So because they have a tight five that's pushing up, we don't need a striker that's going to hold. We need a striker that's going to go behind them. Yeah, for me, it's going to work. We just need to give it time. Maybe let's see in the last 6 minutes.
Okay. No, Lugisani, thank you so much. What do you think about what changes would you make now? Just for clarity there, if any.
Very difficult, OT, to say. You see, sometimes because you are watching on we screen, we TV, you are much more relaxed. You're not on the bench. You're not panicking. Yeah. But look, for now.
Oh, see.
Hey, there's no one.
Okay.
No, because at the back, my fear is at the back, where you have Gezan. We can't defend with Gezan.
And Mbad.
You understand? And Mbad. So anything can happen there. So you saw the chance that Percy missed now. This is what I was talking about. We need to a striker that's going to get behind them. You understand? Not the striker that's going to hold the ball and delay because they have a tight back five. We need to play it behind so that they face their own goal so that we can at least stand a chance of scoring. So I think give it the next 10 minutes. Let's try and see on 7 minutes to go. Then I know you're going to call me back up.
Okay. Let's see. No, Lusani, thank you so much. Hey guys, then that defense. Oh man. Yo. Nigeria hitting the crossbar on a counter. I'm scared. And what I'm scared about, is that what we're seeing right now is we don't know how to manage the spaces in our defense. So the two things that are happening to us, Modiba gets beaten on the side, played through, nobody's covering. Or you'll find that our defense goes all the way back and there's a space right in front of them, top of the box, where Iwobi has hit it over, where Nigeria has gotten some joy. I'm scared of that. Yo, guys, hey, this defense. Oh, this defense. And then Tau hits it over. Guys, what is composure? Elias Mokwena has been struggling here. Tau, I don't know whether he was trying to curl it far post, but it just didn't curl enough. Yo, guys, I called for Foster, but if you look at his positioning, he's not playing as a 9. He's dropping back, and it seems to be confusing him. Because when he should be making runs, he's not getting there. He's not quite getting. But anyway. Let me see. Keleto says that's why Rulani doesn't play Modiba as left back. Rather, he's lazy, but can play. The thing about Modiba is always that he's protected. So he usually has protection. Either Libusa and Kekana or some sort of traditional centre-back pairing where they go into a 3. Whoever's playing the CDM role will come inside and then they become sort of a 3, a cover with a 4, maybe with Mudawa on the one side. You cannot play him straight up. You can't play Modiba straight up as a left back. That's why I asked you guys, do you come to a point where you go, you know what, we need a proper defender that side because he can't defend properly, but also if you restrict him from going forward because you are afraid, that means that he's just going to be playing left back. Rather play a traditional left back on that side, right? Mia, how are you seeing this game? 76 minutes in, we are on 1-1.
Hey, I remember. Yeah, I think we're gonna win 2-1. But
Yeah.
so far, I think it's gonna end like this. The reason why Gisho I think nathi sesiqala ukudlala njengabomanje.
Yeah.
Sidlalela ngasemuva more than to go forward. And Pesitawo laphayana usibulele. That was the easiest goal ever. And I'm sorry, coach wethu ama-substitutions wakhe not happy now, but uyazi usuke wenzela. But so far, I don't think we're gonna win. We might as well lose or we draw 1-1. But coach wethu, I don't think ubuka le game esibukayo. I think somewhere else
Yeah.
ama-substitutes wakhe awakhombisi ukuthi ubuka leli bhola esilibukayo because we are looking at the same person who was supposed to play, which is Mofokeng, and is not playing. It's not fair for the Lighty, but maybe he's saving for Amayama games, I don't know. But for our police, there's akazenze lutho kanti even nakwipolokwane alikho into ayenzile esingamncomela yona. Yeah, he's good at this, but sometimes kuya nangenhlanhla nje. Coach yakuthanda akubonayo i-potential. Yes, I'm playing Mango. This guy dlala i-right back usekhukhune Mopi. Kade simblame, but You keep on playing him. Keep on playing him.
Yeah.
Yes, you ended up getting joy with, oh, this guy is gonna come. This guy is gonna
Okay.
play. So maybe Apollo was the same thing. So let's just give him a chance and see. But I don't think we're gonna win. I think it's gonna be a draw or we lose.
Okay. No, Mia. Thank you so much. Guys, can we get somebody to shoot? Can we get just Yazi, when you get a chance and you look up and you see the ball, can you just shoot? What is this thing of playing the ball and trying to do all these fancy things? Aye, man. I guess you hardly watch South African football. No, I'm just sitting here going, okay, I'm expecting someone. Foster's there, who's there? It's just someone shoot. Let me see who's here. I'd rather lose to Rwanda than lose to Nigeria. Losing to Nigeria is so painful. I'd rather not lose to anyone, Master GT, because we need to qualify for the World Cup. We need to qualify for the World Cup. A draw is not enough. It's not good enough. 14 years young, smelly World Cup. Zwane is tired. Guys, I remember saying, I'm not taking Temba Zwane out because he's not good or he's having a bad game. My question is, Zwane, we know 65, 66 minutes, 65, 70th minute, Bam keeper, don't play that ball back. Bam keeper, Sundowns. So is it not time to bring in somebody like a Tito, specifically because he's got the ball before the ball? That's what we need right now. But anyway, Kolani, 80th minute.
Oti.
What do we do?
Yeah, but you can't take out the heart and soul of Bafana Bafana. For me, it doesn't look tired. It doesn't look tired. It's just that the team is the OT, Ilalile, Khalifa staff, and then manje they're on panic mode. Bakakazel. Like Wonku Muntu is underperforming right now. Yeah,
oh, Nkosam, here they come again.
Nako, Val.
Oh.
Fit. For now, I think we should close shops. It's 30 point a lot because they are missing out it shows today the luck is not on our side. I mean, Upesi almost missed the ball, not the chance. Which one catch the ball? and Mr. Ref, Mr. OT, I think second half I was full. Although he picked line here too. He suspect. But I think we should close shop, man. I'm still surprised with Ubatu Sabas hasn't come in because Utebza is tired, Mr. Uti. It's tired, shame. So I think a draw now would be a fair result for us.
But what's happening, Kolani La Papambili? It feels like Nabo Abaz Gutik Melewa Enzen. I'm looking at Foster and the way that he's moving. I'm looking at Apolis. What their roles are meant to be here.
Yeah, I think I force them to we can't really see anything I care. We can't guess was scans small to email. So I think it was premature to spin the Shashasim yeah,
okay.
Since it's in Alexander relegate, I think moral is a pants. And for me, Mr. Oti, when you laugh, you are laugh shame. I think Urenes was doing a good job than Utau. I think he deserved more minutes black game than Utau. Well as Mokwana. So we coach Aktand.
Yeah, Mina in the Vagatau, I don't know, guys. I don't know, but it's fine.
Since I've called Mr. Oti, but the game we call it and last game that I was he's saving him from the noise. I don't know what the noise is gonna be loud or or evolution since after this performance.
Yeah.
But for Tito no Mfukeng, I think this wasn't the game for them. But yeah, ube such a risk Hugo Bros. I think he was taking a risk to face some music with my friends. Because imagine if boy comes in, alidlale maligena kuphela, he doesn't chase. We're also seeing we're gonna blame Bruce because we all know off the ball Mfukeng, his game is I improve. He still needs to improve on those points. Off the ball, he doesn't chase. Yeah, well.
Okay. Let me bring in agent. You guys. Now I don't know whether we go for 3 points or we hit the 1-1 and go home.
Take the point and come home.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's cyberbullying, but if it is, I'm sorry. But the boy looks heavy, money. Looks thick.
Yeah.
I think is appropriate, right? Yeah, he's thick and looks like we did a minus one there with the substitution.
Yeah.
He's not running, he's not doing anything, he's not holding up the ball. What is he doing?
But can we talk about that front? That whole front, like it almost feels like they were just brought in. Like they were like, "Hey guys, we need to make some changes," because it doesn't look like they understand what they're meant to be doing right now.
You know, sometimes when you come back from the bench, you need to show the coach that next week I need to start. You know, but these guys, even Apoli, has he touched the ball?
I think once or twice. Yeah.
You see, and sometimes he needs to see that he needs to show that he's a former CAF Inter Club Player of the Season.
Current Inter Club Player of the Season.
He's current. I didn't even know he's current. I thought it's like 2 years back or something.
He's current.
No man, he's causing the voice. You know, I think he played well without him. And again, sometimes babysitting these players. What is gonna happen again? If the game ends like this, or if Nigeria score, okay. If Nigeria score, are they not gonna cyberbully him? You know, so what was the use of protecting him from the noise? So I'm disappointed with the substitutions. I'm disappointed with Bruce on his subs, but let's hope that we get the point and we come back home. You know, but looks like the boys from the mountains. Yeah.
I saw a comment here where somebody was like, this is where impact players are important. And this is something we've been speaking about, that is your bench your bench? Is your bench ready to make changes when you need them to come on? Is that now going to be a factor for Bafana Bafana as the national team in share?
Yeah, you know, I think you look at the bench, only Maswangai and Mufukeng are the only players that can come and do something. But you wouldn't bring Mufukeng such kind of game again. So you're only left with Maswangai as the only impact sub, you know. So our bench is weak, Shem. Let's be honest. And look at Nigeria, they haven't even brought in Victor Boniface, imagine. You know? They haven't brought in Onyeka, imagine, you know. So our bench it is lean, to be honest. So yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, you know what's funny, ne? You know what's funny? I'm gonna say something, and I'm a Chiefs fan. At these moments, this is when you need a Jose Rivero type of person who just goes, you know what, guys, for the next 5 minutes, Jaivani, guys. Jaivani, I don't know that the people that he's brought in, I think Apolis is not one for this game because he's a traditional winger. He plays like a traditional winger when he plays for Bafana Bafana. So he's not going to go pound for pound, pace for pace, and look at the left or right back and say, okay, guys, I'm taking you on now to go score. Look, you see? Turns towards the flag. So then you go, what is he going to do now? And then you do have to question, the rest of the bench now, because I've asked you guys before about the bench of Bafana Bafana. Our police has been up and down with Bafana Bafana. AFCON, all of those things. Yet every time we see him, it doesn't look like he's ready. So what happens? Keletso, we're coming towards the end of the game, Keletso. We want to join game in a Prague.
I think I blame Brewers at the same time because of first half nearly sharp. There were the mishaps here and there, but first half nearly sharp. So coming to a game like the second half, he needs to have a different plan because he should have known who this team here was second half, it was though. So second half, you bring players by Longhor, for example. Look at the Tito. They played the game last week, final.
Yeah.
They're still hyped from the game last week. So that's the time to give them a chance. You know, keep the core of the team, but second half, change the strategy. Come with players by Longhor, they're going to be impact players who will change the game. Not carry on with the same team, because remember, all these teams, these guys, they've played the whole season, especially my Downs. They're tired when they're coming into this game. As Kale season and then now you're putting them in a hefty game as well. They will get tired. Hence they will alabi. So put Tito in, put someone like Rayla. Take a risk with someone like Rayla, because I don't even know what he was doing. You know what I mean? You are already 1-1 up. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, take that risk, put those players in, and then let's see. Mfano Agaira something. A chance. Look at a team like Nigeria. Most of the teams they are around 21, 22, 23. You know what I mean? Why can't we do the same?
Okay. So where do you fall on the squad? Because we have a lot of players that have been with Bafana Bafana for a very long time, but then it doesn't seem like anybody's actually ready when called upon. And at this point, should we be expecting more from the guys that have been up and down the squad for months and months?
Look, if we judge them based on the performance of this year, they've done well based on where they were previously. However, you need to build a team. You need to have a core of the team, which is your regulars. But amongst those regulars, bring in new players who will rub off the older players. So have a blend, have a prototype, almost like Sundowns, where we have regulars who have always been there from the past, who have carried the team and who have made, for example, impact Yago AFCON. But what? In such games, I know Gigi World Cup qualifier, but as much as the World Cup qualifier has Tembazwani, for example, Alabile, there needs to be someone already who is taking the baton and carrying on. And we are not doing that. We are relying on the same players. And hence, for example,
thank you, Ronwen. Thank you, Ronwen.
Hence, we face such a situation. You know what I mean?
Okay. So I'm going to bring in Velile. Velile, mtaka baba. Na game yaphela ngathi izophela 1-1. Uyibone njani?
Iyophela nge-2-1 laba labantu.
Hi.
Oh, dang. Hey.
Oh, Nkosam, they're still coming.
Hey, Vimba.
Oh,
ngibona nakuwe cishe kuwa ama-specs lapho.
Tjale Velile, uyibone njani le game man? Up to this point.
Mina ngazi mntaka baba, ake ningichazeleni. Must be sithi i-player ready for this type of a match. Imali madlale kanjalo, imidlalo enjani play. Because I could tell you ukuthi uMukwana no Police, the only time when they played as a big crowd and no match is when they play against Kaizer Chiefs. That's it. Where they support us. They won their match. They've never played a cup final. Mokwena has played cup finals. He's played almost more games than them. So how can he be not ready, but the other ones are ready?
Yeah.
They've never been played in front of a full capacity stadium. But I come on, no.
Mina velile yazingikhalelani. It's the thing that I keep speaking about here. Kuti lo unthatha ama player nibayisa lena bakhona kuma last 23 what. But then now when you need them, everybody's not ready. But this one's not ready. Lona makangena uyabona ukuthi he doesn't fit. For all of this time that we were sitting with AFCON and what. Now when we're looking at the bench city, I see sure.
Angithi masikhuluma esikhathi esiningi ngoba uyabathi ngathi siyafavor sikanobona because we know very many goals is not my favorite type of so bengi-expect uzoqala nge-striker sakho uMakhoma so ngibona ngazi kwenzakalani so u-inconsistency naye because uyawakhetha ama-player but at the same time bangabe whereby i-team i-down i-substitution ama-substitute akanawo i-bench vele ibe lincane ungasazi ukuthi kuyomele ufake bani. And even if you look at this match, whether we like it or not, most of the Sundowns players adlala amagama uTebza akakhehle manje ufile hayi ukuthi ufile kuhlanga ukuthi uyafamba ukhathele like he's tired. He doesn't have legs anymore and futhi yena uwest because ubuya nabo injury. I think ukumnikela uRainers mina because uFoster sifanele umlanga ubona umsebenzi wakhe. At least uRainers was more mobile as compared to Foster. These guys even bullied him. He cannot even try and defend himself. So, but at least that's a fair score. 1-1 at least. That's the best we could do. This is where normally we regret must lose a game Rwanda. Whereby it doesn't work like that. Let's say so Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe 11th. Free State. Okay. Guys,
so bona khona but I still personally feel ukuthi umfukeng maybe he deserved a chance or uMahlangane especially with police or Mokwena. Surely one of them should have just given them. You can see maybe give us attacking option. Even the last option there, I keep with them who overs. They need to maybe to balance again. Foot is maybe on the last minute. So see, but that's a one. Let's start. Let's start to listen in Zimbabwe.
Yeah. No, Velile. Guys, since the match has ended, I'm gonna give everybody a minute. You know that we break down these games properly on Mondays. So, Pratabo, how did you see the game? 1-1. This is how it ended.
No. Very disappointed. You? I was it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I spoke 1-1. We're under pressure. Whenever what you do, Uncha Tabulomreng. So Tabulomreng is supposed to play as a wing or as a double number 2 with Motaung. Now, Mokwena Lapile, Shavalo Muncha. Ramona 23 players. That's all again. Now we have good players sitting on the bench because why don't you go defend?
Yeah.
Okay, now we are drawing. 11 Zimbabwe. What happens if we lose? What was the point, okay? Anyway, na because I know.
No, let me bring in Tebza. 1-1. That's how the game ended. We got a point.
Tebza. OT. Yeah, OT.
Ring ka game, Tebza.
Game management there nation. I mean, you look at how Nigeria plays. You know, when I got international football, and I've realized it's all about individual brilliance. If you can check, if you have those players who can make a difference, more gaming, you have a greater chance of winning the game because. Remember, these people have no time to get used to each other when it comes to international level. You look at Nigeria, second half, level of Navarro Black, they are wingers, Chukwueze that side and Lookman this side, always looking very dangerous, and they were direct. They were not looking for passing or what. They were taking their men one-on-one, finishing them off, and then trying to make something inside the box, whether they shoot or whether they create a chance. You understand?
Okay.
We should have brought in Mufukeng, one Kalwan. So I go on our subs were very odd, were awkward. I get man. If we ask him what Nairangi, I don't know if he can answer our questions on that.
Okay.
Sharp.
Okay, Tevza. Hey, now I'm just. Let me go to FSD. FSD. Neither of us were able to get a draw, able to get a win here. What did you think of the game at the end?
I'm really disappointed. I'm truly disappointed, to be honest, because second half we are in charge of the game, but the coach does not know what he's doing. If your players are not crossing ball, you tell them to cross. Someone can try. We've got top players at front.
Yeah.
Can try something, but they keep on playing individually. I'm really disappointed in our players, to be honest, because they took in charge of the game the second half. South Africa, Bafana Bafana, we are not playing anything, and even your keeper is very good and saved the game for you guys. But at least 2-1 won't be bad. I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. Yeah, hopefully, let's see how it goes. But if they play like this, then we are going anywhere.
Okay, Fezzi.
Yeah, but we played a good football, but we are not lucky tonight.
Okay. No, Fezzi, thank you so much for joining me. Let me bring in Wahib. Wahib, game ended 1-1. Tale of two halves. First half, we were all over them. Second half, at some point, we couldn't unlock that defense. Our defense ourselves looked shaky. What do you think of this game?
I do think Bafana needs players that can make an impact. And they need a coach that can bring structure to the team. You can't depend for 5 years on Sundowns. There's clubs that is developing good players. Adams should have started, Reina should have started, should have gone two up front from the get-go because you have a very good first half. You disrupted Nigeria's play, but in the second half you will let him come in confidently. And that is the problem with Bafana. You haven't won Nigeria in many years, and leading at halftime was the very good opportunity to win this match. And Mafukeng should have come on for old player Percy Tau, old player. Why is he still wearing the number 10 jersey? I don't understand. There's depth in the Bafana team, but the players don't get a chance. So I'm just disappointed with the team that has played in the second half because the other players deserve more game time.
Wahib, are you still with me?
Yes, brother, I'm here.
There we go. Just finish off that point there.
I just want for Bafana to get the right players in the starting 11 because we can't just depend on Sundowns players because they've played 60 matches. Now, there's other teams, players that have gone 40 games, also had a good season, but they come in 20 minutes, 15 minutes. That is giving us, that is supporting this team no hope. We know we have quality. We can go further than what we are now.
Yeah.
But it's just the players that is being selected was not doing the job.
Okay. No, Wahib, for time's sake, we'll break it down properly on Monday. Let me go to Malume Kutso. Malume Kutso, how do we feel about this game?
Mr. Uti. Hi. It's an away draw. Good result, Mr. Uti. We avoided defeat. But I'm in Mangas.
Okay.
Hi. Nifuna sokembula la national team. Coach, every sub he made was tried and tested. Tapelo Morena, bekakhona ku-AFCON bekumnandi. Ozuna Police, simbone Algeria, he was performing. Our favorite player, Mfukeng, agana track record. Do you want to end his career?
Oh.
Do you want to end his career?
How are we ending the career?
You can't have him ukuthi ayodlala lapha singazi ukuthi kuzoyenzakalani, Mr. Uti. It's a hostile environment akukho mnandi. Yabona nomukwana, i-career yakhe seyashake manje. People are not happy. So let Mfukeng aze azodlala against Zimbabwe as a sub. We can't be killing careers, guys. Labantu abangene bonke, Mr. Uti, from Lyle Foster to Kanakimang. Who's that guy, man? Apolis Morena. All tried and tested. And with 5 minutes left, Nigeria is attacking. Why would you put in an attacking midfielder? Secure the game. Fagu overs. You understand? That makes, like, one come change the coach. For me, they made sense. It's just that our heart desires Nedbank Cup.
We desire World Cup, Malume Kutso.
No!
We desire World Cup. These are World Cup qualifiers.
Otabo Samuel was here, and I was so respectful to him, and he's being disrespectful. But anyway, all I'm saying is, Mr. OT, we have to appreciate which is we're in a point. We have to also protect our young players. My career, Mr. OT. Hopefully, when we come back, we can secure more points home ground. And Niabona, Mr. OT, overs because umuntu awubekasuza ngale flat. It was tough. Look, man, he was releasing air the whole time, Mr. OT. Good performance by Motaung, good performance by Williams. Thank you, Mr. OT.
No, thank you. Thank you, Malume Kutso. Thank you, Malume Kutso. Let me go to Mko. Tell me about this game.
I'm with Kutso here. There's a lot of positives in this game. We were able to connect a lot of passes. We were able to find each other. It's just the issue was Lapapambi. I don't know what was happening with Pesitao, but he couldn't come to the party. But let's be honest, this is a good result for Bafana Bafana. And if we're being honest again, we played very well. I was so impressed actually. The way we were able to find each other and defend as well collectively. Let's be honest, we played very well. That's why I'm saying I'm with Kuso here. We can't be complaining all the time. I mean, like, what are we complaining about today? Honestly, that's why I'm saying the issue with me.
Go on.
Yeah. The only issue with me is the front line. We were not able to be effective today. That is why even the goal, if you look at the goal, it was just midfield. It's Tembazwane and Yaya connecting, and then they created a beautiful move, and then it led to a goal. But all in all, let's be honest. I don't think it was a bad game. We're playing Nigeria away in a very hostile environment. We came away with 1 point. We can be happy about that. Let's rather, if we are to complain about Bafana against Nigeria, let's complain at home. If we are not able to beat them at home, then we can complain. But right now, you can tell with their body language, Nigerians, they were very, very frustrated at the end of the game. They don't know, man. It was supposed to be a win for them. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I'm happy as a South African. I can't take anything away from what the boys did.
Okay. No, thank you so much. Let me go to Ulange. Tell me a little bit about this game. What did you think?
I think uta ufanele retire. Usuthu Brian wase-Egypt.
Yebani.
Lokhu wahamba nje, lokhu wakontinue lo waba west. Urefu udlalela eNigeria belele.
Okay.
And angazi noma kuyashisa lapha emzuzwini ogcina. Hayi bese bekhathela abadlali bona ngento ebebeyenza lapha bese benokuboza nje into engayi-understand. Kodwa nje lawo ma-point Utawu mina angisamfuni kwi-national team sekade sport. So uma kuzoqhubeka kanje hayi i-World Cup futhi sekude sisapothe iBafana Bafana kudlala kuyo futhi kuyoze kushone ushabalala-ke bese siyalapha emsamo kuyima sithi shabalala sicela uyisisa kwi-World Cup ngoba hayi thembisi.
Okay.
Mana njengoba sidroshile kusho ukuthini-ke lokhu?
Yeah.
Kusho
Futhi
ukuthini?
sayolwa lapha ngoba ngizafuna itable.
Okay, asasela ama-game noma sekuphelile noma?
Akhona ama-game akhona sodlala iZimbabwe, yes Zimbabwe now and then
Point wethu Zimbabwe.
ngifuna ukuchecka ukuthi ama-points athini.
Okay.
Manje nako ayivulile awu. And then maningi ama-game asele wona. You're right MQ. Okay, so egroupini yethu number 1 is Lesotho, played 3 games, won 1, drawn 2, 5 points. Rwanda's number 2, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Number 3 Benin, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. South Africa number 4, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, goal difference -1. Number 5 Nigeria, 3 draws, 3 points. And then number 6 is Zimbabwe, 2 draws, 1 loss, 2 points. So Sisagu number 4 right now within our group for qualifying.
Ayisazobashaya lapha. Siyabashaya.
Okay,
Sino 6 point nje.
Bese
Ohleli.
ukushaya
No
Okay,
6
okay.
point ohleli kuwo.
Lange for time sizakhuluma kahle Monday, man. Sizakhuluma kahle Monday. Guys, the first half was great. The first half, Nigeria didn't know how to handle our movement. Nigeria, you could tell that this is a team that has a new coach. This is a team that doesn't have both Victor Osimhen, that doesn't have Abu Trustikong, that doesn't have a lot of the players that they lean on usually in very important games. You could see that they weren't gelling together, they weren't coming together, that defense was being moved all the way around. Second half, Nigeria came out and fixed their defensive problems, got a little bit simpler, did a back 5. Then going forward, they realized, good time, man, quite space lapper that we can take advantage of right in front of the defense, but also on the left-hand side more than the right-hand side. Umudiba, one-on-one is not the best. They adapted. And we couldn't adapt. And I think that is my issue about Bafana Bafana. My issue with Bafana Bafana is that we know what a first team looks like. We know what a strong team looks like. But what happens when the first team is not doing what they need to do? What happens when Pesitao is off form? Who do you bring in? There's been so many people there've been so many people that have been in this team, in and out. 6 months Yonke, we're talking about tried and tested players. Yet Apolis comes on. Did he look tried and tested? When we are talking about replacements for people, we ourselves sit down and go, we're not sure if this one must play, we're not sure if this one must play, we're protecting other people will ruin their careers and all of that stuff. Then what's the point of having a 23-man squad? What's the point? Umkwena's dead tired. There's no one who can come in right now and take that place. Utau's doing what Tau's doing. There's no one who can come in and take his place. Ureinas has been there, but then now He's playing a role that he doesn't normally play. He doesn't do well. Okay, Pumakhup, who had been playing the whole time for Bafana Bafana, who is tried and tested. Why do we swap and change and do all these things? Foster comes on, you could tell that Hashem, he's not here for us, but it's like he hasn't been playing. So where are things like your continuity? We've got a new back four. Our centre back pairing. We've seen Abukulu come in. We've seen other people come in. We've seen so many changes happen there. Now we're sitting with Umvala, no Ngezan. It got hot. Then you started to see that, these people haven't played together. So what is happening at the national team, Gahlegal? And another thing for me, sometimes, honestly, in as much as we always look at Nigeria and we say, no, but guys, we did well. These games, when we go play Nigeria, when we go play Ghana, when we go play, those are the games usually that decide things for us. That tell you whether you're going to go play in a World Cup or not. We're trying to go to a World Cup. So excuse me, if towards the end of the game, I start seeing Boobas come in, I start seeing people, like not knowing what to do. Maybe it's a game where you need a mokwena. Mfukeng. Maybe it's a game where you need Mfukeng to come on and just be what Jose Rivero, just be somebody used, as Jose Rivero used him in the cup final. It's the last 10 minutes. Bring on the kid. He doesn't have all of the baggage of everything that's been happening. He's not a traditional winger. He goes at people. He's played in big moments. Let him go. What's the point of having Adams and all of those players in the squad for years? Yet you can't call on them when you need them. Guys, I don't know about you guys. I want to go to a World Cup. I want to see South Africa in a World Cup. And a lot of you guys, let's not confuse criticism for hate. There's a lot to criticize in this game. Nigeria switched tactics second half. We could not adapt. Nigeria was all over us second half. I want to beat Nigeria. Guys, Nigeria knocked us out of the AFCON. Nigeria knocked Banyana out of the Olympics. Can we beat them, guys? Can we do something? That first half, Nigeria was off. And even this thing of having favorite players. Percy Tau, guys, it's not the first time we've spoken about Percy Tau in Bafana Bafana. I know people are going to say mental health and things like that, but we have to have these conversations. It's not the first time we've seen Percy do that. It's not the first time. Yet, when does he come off? But anyway, guys, look, all we have to say now is that we are going to be playing Zimbabwe on the 11th. It's another crack at these World Cup qualifiers. Lesotho's currently top of the log. The log currently looks as follows. Lesotho's number 1, Rwanda, Benin, and South Africa were all on 4 points. We just have the worst goal difference of the 3. And then Nigeria and Zimbabwe are at the bottom of our group. So we need to get 3 points from somewhere in order to stay into all of this stuff. Guys, it's been great. If you have not followed, please follow. We do these watch-alongs, but also there's a normal show. So Monday, we're going to have a show where I'm going to speak to you guys and we'll break it down properly, tactically, how we feel, all of those things. Monday to Thursday, that's the normal show. Fridays is the member show at 12:30. You can watch any of the previous episodes. They're all available on YouTube. Any of the lives, they are on YouTube in full. Please support us, content creators, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you have not followed, guys, please click the follow. I got to send a shout out to Lange, MK Velile, King Sean, Misunderstood, Malume Kuto, Tabi, 10, GT, Lulu the Boss Lady, FSD Teddy. Thank you so much for the gifts. I don't understand, guys. What are we protecting Fuking from? Anyway, we'll speak about that on Monday. Guys, it's been real. Thank you for joining me. I need to go. I'll see you then on Monday, where we will discuss this game. Guys, it's been amazing. I'll see you. Bye, guys. I just want a World Cup. Yeah, I just want a World Cup.